going on YouTube? It's your boy Vick the Barber here at Timeless Barbers Barbershop. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the clippers that I like to use. I've been getting a lot of questions about what tools and whatnot that I like to use on a regular basis, so that's what this video is about. Let's get started. First off, you got your Andis StyleLiner 2s. These clippers I pretty much use on children for lining up the back of the neck. People with more sensitive skin, I don't have these adjusted too sharp. They're sharp enough to get a good crispy lineup out of them, but like I said, I don't have them adjusted too sharp, so I've pretty much always kept a pair of these on me. I've always liked these since day one. In the beginning, at the first barbershops that I worked at early on in my career, a lot of OGs used these and swore by these clippers, so I kind of always had in the back of my head, you know, I had to keep a pair of these on me. So, you know, I like to use these from time to time. And when it comes to my liners, that's my first one I'm using. Second up, I got my Andis TOUTLINERS. I do have these adjusted. These are pretty much what I consider my hitters. You know, these are very sharp. If your average barber was to use them, you definitely probably welt people up, welt the back of their neck and their hairline and such, but I have a very light hand, so I do have these adjusted. These are not the GTXs, these are the regular Andis TOUTLINERS with a GTX blade. I like the GTX blade. They hit pretty sharp, even just fresh out the box without even being adjusted. So when it comes to liners right now, that's what I'm using. So my third favorite liner to use is the Wahl Hero, 5-star Wahl Hero. They hit pretty good fresh out of the box. The only problem I have with them is if you're using them on a day-to-day basis and you're cutting, you know, 10 to 20 heads a day like I do, they will go out pretty quickly. I've never had a pair of Heroes last more than about 3 months. That's my only problem with them. They hit great for about 3-4 months, then the blades start shifting and they start acting real funny. But like I said, I do like them, but as of right now, I'm only using these for designs. Pretty much when my Andis TOUTLINERS start to heat up, I'll start out doing my designs with this and my lineup with this, but when these get too hot, then I'll go ahead and switch over to my Wahl Heroes. But other than that, as for right now, I'm using the TOUTLINERS full time and the StyleLiner 2s for kids. Next up, I got the Oster Speed Line Clipper. It's pretty much the same thing as a Oster Fast Feed. I've never really been a fan of them. I've seen a lot of my buddies from the Bay Area Barber Brotherhood using these, and you know, I just decided to try them out. They're okay for fading. Personally, to me, they're not my favorite clipper to do fades or tapers with, but I really do like to use them for clipper over comb. They have a nice soft blend when I'm coming with my clipper over comb on the sides and on my mohawks and stuff like that. So, you know, for the most part, that's what I like using these for. Okay, so next up, I got the Oster Model 10 detachable clipper. I like these clippers. They don't have as much power as what I was using previously, which was the Wahl Rapid Fire, but I didn't like how those were getting hot when I had them turn all the way up, and the noise was kind of annoying. So this is what I'm using right now. Like I said, they don't have as much power as I like, but they're a lighter clipper. They're a little bit shorter than the Oster 76, but of course they do take the same blade. So these are pretty good though. I like them. As of right now, this is what I'm using for detachable. Next up, got my Andis Masters. I recently just started using Andis Masters again. When I was in Bayview Barber College, when I was first starting out, this was the clipper that Dwayne handed me in my you know, barber case, pretty much with all my tools and stuff. So he started you out on some Andis Masters and some TOUTLINERS, not the black ones, the gray ones, but so that's pretty much what I started out with. These are a good clipper for a beginner. You know, a lot of people like these clippers. They're good for anybody, they're not just for beginners, but especially for somebody that's just learning how to fade. If you follow those notches on the side, it'll definitely help you out with your blending. I got away from using them and I started pretty much using just the Wahls for a long time, but I always had a pair lying around until I actually sold them. And then recently I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick these clippers back up. In my new DVD that's gonna be coming out, I've used these on a couple of the haircuts, so some of you guys out there that want to see me using Masters, you know, I'll be using it in there. But it's a great clipper. It's kind of heavy. I know a lot of people complain about it getting hot, but I haven't had that problem with this one. This is a new and improved Master, so I mean, if I use it, you know, 3 heads straight, then yeah, it might start getting a little warm, but it's definitely not unbearable to where you can't hold the clipper. And I know previously my old Masters, they did have that heating problem. So let's go to the next clipper. Last but not least, I'm gonna bust out 2 of these clippers and let you know right off the back, I always roll with 2 pairs of seniors. And just to set the record straight for anybody out there that's wondering, these are my favorite tapering, fading clippers. I always roll with one with a taper blade and one with a fade blade. Like I said, I've been using these for years, and I've always liked the way my fades came out with them. And you know, I like to mix it up from time to time and use different clippers. But for the most part, if you ask me, hey Vic, if you could only use one clipper and you'd ask me what would that clipper be, it'd be the Wahl 5-star seniors. So just to set that record straight, I do like using these better than any other clipper, but I like to try out all clippers. I don't like to just limit myself. You know, in the past I was limiting myself to one brand. I think you guys already know what that was, but just to let you know, previously before that, I used every brand, every clipper, and I've tried them all, and I like them all. But for the most part, this is that Vick the Barber go-to clipper. Alright guys, I hope that gives you a better idea of the clippers that I like to use on a day-to-day basis. Leave your guys' suggestions for the next video you guys want to see at the bottom of this video, and hopefully I can get it done. Until the next one, it's your boy Vick the Barber, and I'm out. Peace. Bam!